Yes, sir. California boy in Florida. Here we are. Made the big move from California, SoCal, land of the twisties, to very flat and very not twisty Florida. Although, leave it to the California boy to find the twisties. And I have another episode where I'm gonna actually show you guys where I did find some twisties in Florida. And the first time I saw this place, I was just blown away by it. I was like, man, I didn't know Florida had twisties like this. And then a few months went by and I was like, man, was it really that good? And so I went there yesterday in my truck, and man, it's good. It's definitely worthy of being called a twisty. So there's Ozello, and everybody goes to Ozello. The only thing with that is it's like 2 hours away from me, and I think it's like 18 minutes. Now this other place I went to is probably like maybe 25 minutes. So it's not a whole lot, you know, longer. But it's better than what I've been seeing lately. So now the type of twisties that I'm used to is like, man, what were we doing? We were going to Silverwood Lake up to 15, and we would actually hang out up there a little bit and go back and forth from Silverwood to Crestline, because those twisties are, you know, 15 miles an hour, ascending and descending through the mountains. Absolutely gorgeous and amazing. Then we would go from Crestline to Arrowhead Lake, and then all the way to Big Bear Lake, and then we'd come back around the Yucaipa side. And man, I mean, sun up to sundown twisties. So I know my twisties, fellas. I know what good twisties are. Angeles Crest Highway. I actually never went on Angeles Crest Highway because I didn't feel like I needed to, because I had so much of really good twisties in the Inland Empire. Never went to Mulholland for the same reason. It was just to cut across LA from the Inland Empire, and I've lived all over Southern California. I've lived in San Diego, LA, South Orange County, you know, like Aliso Viejo, and I lived in the Inland Empire, Moreno Valley, Riverside, Corona, and so Southern California is just what I am, man. I spent 30 years of my life in California, and I'm a California boy. I don't know if I'll ever be Florida man, but I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll have to get a boat, because there's a lot of water here, guys. I mean, like hella water. Like so much water here that it's so easy to get on a lakefront property, even if you have an apartment. And the rent is so much cheaper. No state tax, man. Even our boy Joe Rogan, man, I forgot who he was doing a podcast with. He said that he would never go back to California, you know, and he has the money for it, but he's basically saying, you know, you're paying what, 13, 14, 15% for what, you know. Now I get it from his point of view. I can see, you know, there's still a lot of comedy clubs in LA and all of California, and you know, SoCal is the hub for comedy. So I can see where he's coming from, but as far as a motorcycle rider, there's no better place, in my opinion. There's no better place than SoCal for riding. The only downside that I can see is during the really hot times of the summer, where you know, in your truck or in your vehicle, it'll say 118 degrees, like inside your vehicle. And some people are crazy enough to take that trip from SoCal to Vegas, and I've seen them do it. I just, oh man, people, you know, I know the term fair weather rider, and I know it's a negative term, but I'm probably a fair weather rider, guys. I am living in Florida now, so I might have to start to get used to riding in the rain, which I have actually never done. I mean, I've ridden when the floor is wet, and I've also ridden in snow and when there's snow on the ground, but I've actually never ridden when it's actively raining. I do have some rain gear that I bought for that reason, but I guess we'll see. Summer is the rainy season here, and so we'll see. The humidity does suck, I will admit that. However, right now it's about 75 degrees, maybe 75 degrees. It's January, what, January 4th, 5th, something like that. Look at this, look at that. I mean there's a lot of this here, and this is just this little area here, man. It's when I moved here during the summer, like right smack in the middle of summer. It was the first week of July when I moved here, and man, it was brutal. And coming from, I mean, Southern California is hot, but it's not humid. But then again, it doesn't really get above 95 degrees here, you know. So what are you gonna take? Not, you know, 95 with humidity, or, you know, triple digits up to what, 110 maybe? I mean, it easily gets 110 in the Inland Empire, at least for a couple of weeks, and those are some brutal weeks, but it stays up there, man. It stays up there. Now, before, I always wanted to possibly move somewhere that had cold weather, or maybe some more seasons. And I lived in Washington State before. I lived about 45 minutes north of Seattle, so I got used to, you know, the rain. And it snows a little bit over there. It's not a tremendous amount, but you do get some snow. I think I'm supposed to make a left turn here. I will say, man, this kind of reminds me of I would say like Central California, maybe closer towards the coast, where it's just flat. Because Central California is just flat. If you guys have ever been there, you do have, you know, the mountain ranges that you can see far away. You don't have that here, but you have like hella trees here. And to some regard, you can kind of fake yourself into imagining their mountains. I do miss my mountains. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I miss the twisties so bad. I do. But one thing I do not miss about California is the traffic. Oh my god, the traffic is so bad. Now, you can lane split in California. You can't lane split here, but you know, your boy's a hooligan sometimes, so I gotta just do what I gotta do. I really do wish lane splitting was legal here. I mean, you can ride without a helmet here. I'd rather have lane splitting than no helmet laws. I mean, no helmet law is just kind of dumb. Now, I get riding without a helmet, like say at the beach, if you're just cruising down the beach or something like that, that makes total perfect sense. But I see guys squidding around here everywhere, on the highways, you know, doing 80 miles an hour, straight squidding, dude. That ain't me, man. I'm not opposed to riding without a helmet, you know, if I'm just gonna do a little bit of chilling here and there, particularly at the beach, if I'm riding at the beach. But I think people that have never been down, or never been down hard, those are the type of people that don't wear a helmet. And those are the same kind of people that say that lane splitting is dangerous. I'm like, man, I would lane split all day instead of not riding with a helmet. But I'm slowly coming around, guys. I'm slowly coming around this Florida lifestyle right now. It feels good. Everybody else is snowed in, got their bikes put up in the garage for the winter, and we're over here chilling. We're chilling, man. I think there's like a million. I was looking it up on Google. I think there's about 1 million or 1.5 million snowbirds that come down here during the winter. So the traffic does go up a little bit, but it's nowhere near SoCal, man. The 91, the Corona Crawl, get out of here, man. And the roads are actually nice here. Oh, I mean, if you have spent any time in SoCal, you know that the freeway roads are horrible. I mean, the 60, horrible. The 91 in Riverside, where you can pretty much take a dirt bike and hit some whoops on the carpool lane. Everybody knows that. Look at Subdelinquent's channel, and you'll see him ride on the 91 all the way on the left. And I mean you're just doing this the whole time. You know, of course he's got a sports bike, but even when I was on it with the KLR, it's just bad, man. It's not, the roads just suck there. But I think California will be all right, man. California's got 39 million people. You know, I really do hope that California gets it together and they just start running things a little better. Maybe I'll go back there one day. I don't know. I really love it. That's my home. California is definitely my home. But one thing I don't like about Florida is there's no like a Bureau of Land Management or just public lands where you can go, you know, screw off on the dirt. So because of that, I'm gonna have to get rid of this guy right here. I mean, I love the KLR. It's served me well. It's a cool bike, but I'm looking at something different, man. I'm looking at something just a little faster. Not necessarily more comfortable, because this thing's pretty comfortable, especially on these long, you know, Florida roads. This right here, this is not what you normally get in Florida, guys. This is a little area that I found that I actually like riding in, but this is not what you normally get. What you normally get is just long country roads or roads that you have a lot of stoplights on. Like if you get closer to the coastline, to the Gulf Coast. I'm on the Tampa side, by the way. Yeah, I couldn't go to the Miami side, man. I've been to Miami a handful of times already, but I couldn't do Miami. It feels too much like LA. What's funny is, like, it feels like LA, but it looks like San Diego. It's cool. It's got some real cool vibes, but it's not somewhere where I could live. I'm done with that high population type of living. This is not for me. I like visiting, even Tampa. I like visiting Tampa. It's cool. It's got super dope nightlife, but it's just not what I really want. I'm definitely not gonna miss the beach, because you know what, I'll say this: Florida has better beaches than California. I'm not talking about the scenery, because the scenery is, you know, you're talking about Big Sur, you talk about Santa Cruz, north of Napa, you know, even north of that. That's unparalleled. The PCH, I mean, that's world class right there. The PCH is world class. But the beaches themselves are like emerald green, super clear, very clean, and you can actually jump in there because they're warm. California beaches are cold, man, and you get used to it. But if you're a surfer, if you live in NorCal or even Central California towards the coast, you know that the water is too cold. You know you got to wear a wetsuit if you're trying to surf. San Diego's a little better, but yeah, as far as like, oh man, that new Corvette is pretty sick. I never really liked Corvettes, but that new one, I'm liking that new one right there. But yeah, man, Florida beaches, I think, as much as a California fanboy that I am, I would say Florida beaches are a lot better than California beaches. But so far, I'm loving it, man. You know, like I said before, I moved here in the summer. Now I'm experiencing what the snowbirds come down here from, like New York and Canada. What people come down here for Florida. I get it. I understand now. And I'm loving it. And this right here, this belongs to me now. I'm not a snowbird, baby. I live here. I will say this one thing, though. One thing that I don't think any state has, as far as motorcycle community, California is world class. The motorcycle community in California is unrivaled by anything, really. If you guys aren't on the California motorcycle community on Facebook and you guys live in California, go ahead and jump on there, man. There's so many good people on there. You can, you know, there's also trolls or whatever, but that's with any group. I did find some groups for Florida, and it's a lot of boomers. Not a lot of dual sport in Florida. Almost zero dual sporting in Florida. I do see adventure bikes here, but you know, they're all kitted out with street tires. This is such a gorgeous day right now. I think I need some gas soon. But yeah, guys, just wanted to give you guys an update. You guys will be seeing more videos. I'm gonna try to get out a video a week. Is hard. See, this is mostly what you see in Florida right here, is this type of riding. Straight. I mean, it's still gorgeous because you got greenery everywhere. And being from SoCal, unless it's springtime, you're not used to seeing trees like this and just green all over the place. So that's definitely something different. Seeing green like this, it just does something good to your soul. But yeah, man, see, I want to go down that way, man. What's going on over there? But yeah, guys, yeah, man, stay tuned for more videos. I am looking for a new motorcycle, something a little faster than this, and I don't know, it might take me a couple months to get it, but we'll see. Peace, guys. Damn, they got stuck in the mud. They're way stuck in the mud. Hella stuck in the mud. Oh shit. Oh, they got him out.